My purpose is to help people release themselves from those concepts that say you can't have more, you shouldn't want more. Hi, I'm Primo. I help people obtain more personal freedom through entrepreneurship. Well, originally I came on here to talk about how it girl syndrome can really destroy your business and hinder you from gaining and maintaining clients. And then I came on and I really just wanted to talk about gaining the confidence to go forth and step from a 9-to-5 to entrepreneurship. This is a topic I can really discuss. I was stuck in it girl syndrome in my service-based business very, very briefly. So I can definitely talk about how to get in and get out of that. But something that's more on my heart today, and I like to go with the flow, is discussing how there are so many fears surrounded by leaving your 9-to-5 or branching out from your 9-to-5. Because in order to branch out from your 9-to-5, you have to develop, gain, and learn a new set of skills. Okay? Hold on, because chat lip's not going to work. You're going to have to develop new skills. Okay? So what are these new skills? You're going to have to develop a higher sense of self. Okay, you're going to have to start prioritizing yourself higher than anything else on the list. Does this mean you start to neglect responsibilities? No. Does this mean you neglect important people in your life? No. It just means that you wake up every day willing to fill your cup first, period. And in order to do that, some people may have rituals, some people have daily things that they do every day to make sure that they are at 100% in order for them to help and service people. I come from a service-based background. I was a Nailtech for the last 10 years. And you know what? At this point, it's giving very much retired, okay? And it's giving, I get to focus on my passions rather than running around chasing the dollar bill as so many Americans do. So I know that my purpose right now, because our purpose in life starts to develop and change, hopefully, otherwise you're going to be the same person from start to finish, and I don't think that's the reason why we're here. My purpose is to help people release themselves from those concepts that say you can't have more, you shouldn't want more. I don't deserve more. Having more would require so much more responsibility, and that responsibility I can't handle. And that is a statement that I have personally been dealing with for the last 2 or 3 years. It's so deep rooted in my subconscious that every time I feel like I have released something, that is a trigger of mine that comes right on back around, and I have to continue to clean that crap out and get it out and allow myself to understand that I can contain everything that I want. So my next steps in my journey are to completely reprogram my mind. Now, I have started this quite a few times, but there have been some deep-rooted issues and things that have really prevented me from transforming in the way that I really want to. So I'm here documenting exactly what that takes, and I'm documenting how far along I've already come, okay? Because I know it's going to be able to help somebody come to the realization that they deserve more in their life, and those desires that you feel deep in your chest and deep in your heart are not going away, okay? They're not. So my name is Mackenzie, and I also go by Nail Primo. I help people create more personal freedom in their life through entrepreneurship. That is something that I'm so passionate about, given the last 10 years of my journey in entrepreneurship. And I've had a lot of people come to me and be like, I just would love to do this or do that, and I would love to have my own business. I just don't know where to start. And that's extremely logical, because we don't come from a world where starting your own business is just something we all know how to do, right? I feel blessed and lucky to have had such mentors and people in my life that I could model myself after, right? And I do have to admit, once I got to a certain level, I didn't have anyone else to look up to, and I had to start searching outward for different sorts of information. And more importantly, I had to start searching within, because I started to learn that nobody was coming to save me. Nobody was coming to get me. At the level where I was at, nobody was going to come and be like, here's $1 million, boo. Now you're a millionaire. And here's 100K, and go ahead and start this new thing and go off and be a DJ and do your rap career and do whatever. Nobody was going to do that. So I had to start taking more personal responsibility, and that started my journey of being responsible for myself in order to transmute all the negative programming about who I was so I could become someone else. So this is really like a conscious flow and a conscious freestyle today. I normally put my videos out, but like I said, this was really just on my heart to share with people. I know that there's some person out there right now that works a 9-to-5 and they hate it. I was there. I would have physical reactions. I would cry before going to work. I would have panic attacks, which I did not know I was having panic attacks until like probably just a year ago, where I realized like, this is beyond anxiety. I am panicked. So that would keep me from going to work. Like, I am extremely intuitive and highly sensitive. And that's something I know about myself. That's something I've always known about myself. But in order to get through life, I've had to build walls. I've had to build traps for people. I've had to protect myself in such a way that I no longer have to do. And it's all because I decided to become an entrepreneur. Now, my struggles do exist, right? I have obstacles. They exist. But in my mind, I know that I would rather endure these sorts of obstacles by choice instead of choosing to put myself in positions that compromise my health and compromise my mental state. Because without my mental state, I'll never get out of here. If I keep beating myself down, at some point I'll never have the strength to leave. That was my mindset about it. Is that true? Maybe not, but for me it was. And the main thing I want to share today, of all the main things I want to share today, is that whatever you believe is true. Okay? So if you believe that you'll never leave your 9-to-5 and you'll have to keep doing this because of family, friends, and what people will say, that's going to be the truth. And you have to start to meditate. For me, the cure-all is meditation. I'm not going to tell you certain things. There are no tips. There are no tricks. There are no fast things you have to go within, and you have to start to explore yourself. And you have to start to explore and find those belief systems that are infected with negative programming that you think and feel every day, multiple times a day, and start to reject, rebuke, delete, clean out those things in order to think new thoughts, in order to do new stuff. Okay? So, during my entrepreneurial experience, I have also been in deep metaphysical training and life training about who I am, who I have always been, and who I'm supposed to be this time around. Okay, I've done a lot of spiritual healing, and I want to say that healing is not a thing that you do and then you stop doing. Healing is like a purification of your soul and cleaning your soul every single day. And if you don't clean and heal your soul every single day, you will continue to pile on shit. It's just that simple. You will continue to pile on things that do not serve you, that will keep you far, far, far away from those burning desires and the truth of who you are, because you know who you are. You know the potential of who you are. So in order to meet and match that, we have to empty out all of the toxic waste that's been programmed, because our minds are so receptive. And that is really why I say meditation, because meditation helps to quiet what they call the monkey mind, right? If you don't learn how to control your mind, because your mind field is a supercomputer, okay? And if you don't know where those itty bitty explosives are, you'll constantly set yourself off forever. And you'll never get anywhere. And that may sound extreme, but life is extreme. There is a duality to life. There's just as much playfulness and beauty in life as there is destruction and evil. Whether people want to believe that or not, in certain spaces you'll see more of it than others. But I believe that there is a true balance, right? There's a true balance. I believe in a God. I believe in a God that has extended its power to me in order for me to use it. Specifically to use it, not to waste it, not to be scared of it, not to squander it, not to give it away, but specifically for me. So today's message is to change your mind. Change the way that you perceive yourself. Sit down in a quiet room, breathe in for 8 counts, breathe out for 8 counts. Let's practice. And I breathe in for 8, I breathe out for 8, and I hold for 8 as well before I breathe in again. And these are techniques that have brought me into a space where I can silence my mind. And until you can silence your monkey mind, you won't be able to hear yourself. I mean, really, truly hear yourself. Hear some of the stuff that you say to yourself where it is like, I can't do this, I won't do this, I'm too tired, I'm too this. And you can't hear that programming that is on autopilot and automatic every single day, to the point where you can't even choose what it is that you really want from your life, because you're too busy being led by your subconscious. Okay? So that is what I hope you will choose to do today. And I will keep coming on and suggesting meditation, because meditation transforms you. Okay? I'll go and tell you guys a story about when I first learned how to meditate, and then how I utilized it later on in my life to transform my life and remove certain programs that had me hijacked by negativity. I won't use the D word, because I know some people will be terrified, as I was terrified being introduced to that. But the truth of the matter is, until you can quiet your mind, you won't transform. You won't change. You can say affirmations all day, every day. But until you quiet your mind and go into your mind and tell yourself, no, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I'm not lazy. I'm not irresponsible. I'm not this. I'm not, and rebuke that stuff and get it out. You'll never change You'll never go anywhere. And that's just me telling you like it is, because I want to keep it 100,000. Because in this life, there's so many lies swarming around. There's so many lies that people don't know are lies because people can't think for themselves. So I'm here to let you know that until you get that bad programming out, you'll never be anything more than you are today. Okay? So stay tuned for my next video. I will, once it's up, link it to this one, and we'll discuss how meditation really transformed my life in order for me to have more personal freedom and growth.